Hi everyone, my name is Grace and we're going to do drama together. Have you ever heard of a story called Alice in Wonderland? If you have, that is super, but don't worry if you haven't because I'm going to tell you all about it. So, there was this little girl and she was in the forest reading a book one day. So let me see you read a book. And it's a terribly boring book. It's not filled with adventure or excitement or history or science or geography. It's such a boring book. You are so bored. So let me see how bored you are. You're tired and you're bored and you don't want to read this book. When suddenly, something runs by. What was that? Alice isn't sure, so she goes back and reads her book. Let me see you read your book. Read your book. But then it runs past again. And she thinks this is very unusual. So this time, she closes the book and she looks around. Keep looking. And then she sees it. It's a white rabbit. And it's wearing a waistcoat. A rabbit wearing clothes. That's so silly. And Alice decides it's so silly, she has to follow the white rabbit and see where it goes. So she runs as quick as you can. So run as fast as you can on the spot. Ready? Run as quick as you can. Quick, quick, quick. Faster, faster, faster. The rabbit is so fast, you've got to run really, really quick to catch up. Quick, catch up. And then the rabbit dives into a hole in the ground. And Alice is determined to follow this rabbit and find out why it's wearing a waistcoat. So Alice decides to squeeze into the hole. So make yourself as small as you can. Bend your knees. Maybe give yourself a hug. Tuck your head in. Squeeze everything. Make yourself as small as you can. You can be smaller than that. The white rabbit is much smaller. Come on, make yourself tiny. Much, much smaller. As small as you possibly can. Tiny, teeny, tiny. As you squeeze through the rabbit hole. And then you fall through the other side. When you fall through the other side, you start falling down a tunnel. And it's a very big tunnel and a very long tunnel. Look down. Look down and see if you can see anything. You can't. You can't see anything. The tunnel is so deep. You can't even see the bottom. Let me see you falling. You're floating down the tunnel. And then all of these things start floating up past you. There goes a bookshelf. And a settee. Here's a slice of toast. Let's grab it. Let's take a bite. Marmalade. Let me see your face. Do you like marmalade? Show me with your face. If you loved it, I think you might smile. But if you didn't like it, maybe you would look very, very cross. Or maybe it's okay. Okay, so finish off your slice of toast. And now we need a drink. Let's have a look. Is there a drink anywhere? I see some lemonade. Catch the lemonade as it comes past. Got it. Have a taste. Lemonade. Use your face and show me whether you like the lemonade. And then let's put this on a passing shelf. There we go. This is a very long tunnel. We're still floating down. I wonder how long it's going to go for. When suddenly we land on the ground with that thump. This is very unusual. We're in a room with lots of doors. Which one should we go through? I'm going to go through this one. We have to open the door and go through and close the door behind us. And we've ended up in the middle of the sea. Quick, you have to swim to keep floating. You move your arms and move your legs to keep floating. And there goes a seagull floating along past us. Oh, and look down, we can see lots of fish swimming around our feet. I know, let's go diving and let's go exploring and see what we can find. But we don't have any of our scuba gear with us. So we're going to have to take a big breath in so that we don't have to breathe while we're underwater. So we're going to breathe in for 3 seconds, and then we're going to dive down and have a look and see what we can find. Maybe there's some hidden treasure. Okay, big breath in. 1, 2, 3 with me. And go diving, dive down and have a look at what we can see. And blow out the bubbles under the water. And we've got to come up for some more air. Okay, we're back at the top. Let's get another big breath in so we can go diving again. Breathing in. And go diving underneath. And blow out the bubbles. Back up the top for some air. Last time, big breath in. And back down. Blowing out all those bubbles. And back up the top. What kind of things did you see? I saw a mermaid. They were very cool. But we lost the white rabbit. The white rabbit was saying something when he ran by. What was he saying? I think he was saying, I'm late for a very important date. That must have been why he was running and why he was looking at a pocket watch. Can you say that with me? I'm late for a very important date. Your turn. Great job. But that sounded an awful lot like how we talk. And I don't think a rabbit talks like us. How do you think a rabbit would talk? Would a rabbit have a high voice? Or a low voice? Or a somewhere in the middle voice? Would it be a squeaky nasally voice? Or a scratchy voice? Or would it be a very sleepy voice? What kind of voice do you think the rabbit should have? Let's do that again, but this time, let's use our rabbit voice. And you can make your rabbit voice sound like anything you want. Are you ready? I'll remind you of the sentence. The sentence is, I'm late for a very important date. Ready? With our rabbit voice. 1, 2, 3. I'm late for a very important date. Good job. But we didn't move like the rabbit. How would a rabbit move? Would they saunter slowly? Would they stomp on the ground? Would they float like a fairy? I'm going to make my bunny rabbit do hops up and down. And I think because this white rabbit is very, very late, I'm going to move very, very quickly. Ready? Let's do it again, but let's do our rabbit body this time. Ready? I'm late for a very important date. I'm late for a very important date. I'm late for a very important date. Good job, well done. They were great. You really seemed like the white rabbit. There's another character in Alice in Wonderland who's not as nice as Alice. She's the Queen of Hearts. And the Queen of Hearts only likes the colour red. And in her garden, she only wants red roses. But the gardeners made a mistake. And they planted white roses instead of the red roses. What can we do? There's a good idea. We can paint the roses red. Let's take our paintbrush and our bucket of red paint and let's paint the roses red before the Queen comes and sees. Quick. Dip your paintbrush into the paint and paint the roses red. Paint the roses red, all of them red. Make sure you get all the spots. Don't miss anything, otherwise she'll know. And up the top. Get the roses up the very, very top and down the bottom of the bush. Don't forget the little baby rosebuds that are coming up. when suddenly you hear footsteps coming down the gravel, and you hear the Queen shouting, "Who painted my roses red?" Can you say that? Say that after me. Who painted my roses red? What kind of voice are we going to give the Queen? Is it a voice like the rabbit's? I don't think so. I think she has a different voice. I'm going to give my Queen a very strong voice and a low voice and maybe a little bit scratchy. My Queen's going to sound like this. Who painted my roses red? What's your Queen going to sound like? Let me hear. Everyone do it together. 1, 2, 3. Oh, they're scary queens. Okay, let's do that one more time. All together with me. Ready? Who painted my roses red? But we forgot to change our body. We need to change our body. How would the Queen stand? Would she be like this? Would she have hunched up shoulders and be very, very scared and hiding behind something? I don't think so. She's very confident and very, very strong. So I think she would have her shoulders back and maybe her feet apart and maybe her hands on her hips because she's very strong. So let's do that. Do that with me. Ready? Last time. Who painted my roses red? Who painted my roses red? Good job, everyone. Well done, well done, well done. Alice goes to a tea party. And at the tea party, Alice meets a very unusual man called the Mad Hatter. A hatter is someone who makes hats for your head. And this hatter is called the Mad Hatter because he makes the most whimsical and fantastical hats anyone has ever seen in Wonderland. Hats that have feathers and sparkles and baubles and beads that are bright and sparkly or silky and smooth. Crushed velvet and shiny satin. Amazing hats. If you were a hatter, what kind of hat would you make? A tall one, a short one, a wide one, a teeny, teeny, tiny one, a hat for a mouse or a hat for an elephant, black or blue or gold or silver or yellow or red. What kind of hat would you make? I look forward to finding out. See you soon, everyone. I hope you